Welcome back, everyone. Tomorrow is National Pizza Day. We are all very, very excited. Perfect for a Hallmark date night, by the way. And who better to help us celebrate than our next guest, a 13-time James Beard Award winner who wrote the book on pizza, literally. Pizza City, USA is the name of it. Here to make a sausage and giardiniera pizza. Welcome back, Steve Dolinsky. Welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you.
Listen, I'm not kidding when I say everybody is super excited about this. I mean, Debbie has already started. Who are you?
Serious
And what have you
here.
done with Debbie Matt? No, it was your life. Ken, Larissa also have already started.
Wasting no time.
You see what I mean? It's backing me up when I say we're really excited. They just proved the point right there. Last time we were here, you made us a deep dish pizza. This time we're going to go with a little bit more of a tavern style. But I want to know, tell everybody what a tavern style pizza is.
So there are different Chicago styles of pizza. There's deep dish from 1943. There's stuffed from 1974.
Okay.
That's basically a deep with a layer of dough across the top and more sauce. Then there's tavern style, which has been around since the 1920s. This is what I really say in the book is Chicago's style of pizza, because it's what Chicagoans eat all the time, is this square cut, thin and crispy. It's called a bar pie, a tavern pie, but it's what we have in Chicago all the time.
Interesting.
And the tavern aspect to it came because they were having a beer, and the people that own the bars realized that they could get people to drink more beer if they served.
Ordered pizza, right? So they would just pass. They'd make a thin pizza, cut it into squares, pass it around the bar. You could order more beer because you're eating something salty.
I had to put that in there.
Brilliant. Yeah.
All right, let's get started. And when I say let's, I mostly mean you.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to
start with the sauce.
Start with the sauce. Yeah. So this is so you can get any kind of pizza sauce. I would get a kind of a thin, crushed, pureed tomato.
Okay.
But a pizza sauce is going to work fine. A little bit of water, about a cup of water, just to thin it out, because we don't want a really thick sauce. When I did deep dish, we had a much thicker sauce.
I see.
We want a very thin sauce, a bit of Parmesan, and some dried basil, not fresh basil at this point, just dried basil, a little bit of sugar, because you want to counteract the acidity in the tomato sauce.
I see.
Now, on the south side of Chicago, this is black pepper, they love a lot of sugar in the sauce. You go to places like Palermo's, they love a lot of sugar. This, by the way, this recipe is from Salerno's. So Salerno's since 1966, very classic Chicago tavern style. We're going to cook this. We're going to let it cool. Okay. And we got the cooled sauce over here.
I could listen to Steve talking about pizza like forever. If you're going to be a historian on something, if you're a historian on pizza, I mean, it's pretty good, right?
You do guided pizza tours in Chicago, don't you?
I do. We do tours every weekend, Saturdays and Sundays. We do bus tours, walking tours. We'll talk about that in a second.
You're in the Chicago area.
We got our sauce. We've got our dough stretched out here, rolled out, you say?
Yeah, so all-purpose flour, a little semolina flour, and then some butter and some olive oil for richness, because you want to have a little bit of richness in the dough, right? It's got to have a little bit of extra flavor. So this is our cooked and cooled sauce.
Very good.
We're going to start in the middle. We're going to just kind of work it out.
All the way to the edge?
I like it all the way to the edge. Now, Salerno's, in their recipe, they don't go quite to the edge. They leave about a 1/4 inch. I see in Chicago, in the tavern styles, they go all the way to the edge. So I like to leave maybe a 1/4 inch, 1/8 inch at the end, but not very much at the perimeter, okay? So that's even coverage. And then here's the real Chicago thing, the bulk sausage, okay? So on the East Coast, you will see a lot of sliced sausage from Lynx. It's pre-cooked. This is the raw in Chicago. It's got a lot of fennel and garlic in it. It's called pinched and pressed. So we pinch it.
We did this with the deep dish, too.
We did it with the deep dish, but this is the same thing on this thin tavern styles. You've got to have, so this raw fat will actually render into the dough when you're baking it, and that's what gives it all this great flavor.
Okay.
So while I'm doing this, you're going to take the giardiniera.
Yes,
this is a very Chicago thing. This is a relish you find on every Italian beef sandwich in Chicago. It's basically pickled and vinegared chilies, carrots, cauliflower, sometimes celery and olives, but I'm going to continue to pinch and press. That's pretty good. So yeah, exactly.
More than that, or that's pretty good?
No, even coverage. I like, in fact, I like a little more. Now, I could do some of this raw after the pizza is actually cooked, but I like it raw and then bake it into the pizza. If you get an extra hot giardiniera, and you can find this online, if you get this extra hot, it will be mitigated, somewhat cooled down because of the whole milk mozzarella. So I think whole milk mozzarella is the way to go. You know, in Chicago, we're right next to Wisconsin. That is really the dairy state. We have great mozzarella right up the road from us. So about a cup and a half of shredded whole milk mozzarella, not
and
part
it's cold.
skim.
You need the fat to keep you warm.
Absolutely, yeah, of course.
Once you warm Steve up here a little bit, he just goes. You know what I mean? Like once he gets the pizza ingredients in front of him, he's just off to the races. I love watching it.
All right, but the last thing, you're going to do this.
Oh, I am.
Dried oregano. Yeah, put you to work.
He's like, stop talking, Matheson.
Dried oregano. You see this on every.
Do I do this like the whole
oregano
thing?
band? Yeah, you can do that.
Or you just kind of do like that?
Yeah, just right. Yeah, that's good.
How much about?
That's enough. Yeah, sure, why not? So now on the bottom of this is a pizza peel. But on the bottom of this, there's some semolina flour. flour so it doesn't stick.
Yep.
I like coarse cornmeal as an option. Coarse
that's
cornmeal. We did it with the deep
Yeah, we
dish. It
did.
gives it a little extra flavor and nuttiness too. I think.
Yeah, okay,
so
very good.
Preheated.
Now, this is key here.
Yes.
The oven, I asked you if I could make this at home, and one of the best things to do at home, but it doesn't have to be the case, but having a pizza stone and warming it up in the oven for up to 2 hours.
Up to 2 hours. If it's a
Heating it
pizza
up.
stone, yeah, you want to get it really hot, 500 degrees. Get that stone preheated because that stone is porous. It'll pull moisture away from the bottom of the dough.
Okay.
If you don't have a stone, it's okay. You can preheat just a pan.
Okay.
Lightly oil it a little bit.
Okay.
But that's also why you thin out the pizza sauce, huh? So it doesn't get too soggy since it's a thin.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, yeah. But
Okay.
I
All right,
really
that's a good point.
But the stone gives you that.
Gives you that bottom in there.
Here we go. No, but this is one of my favorite parts right here. You haven't even seen this. Check this thing out. I mean,
We are very hardcore.
you
in
get
Chicago.
started, and then I got to try that
Okay.
bad boy
so
right
you
there.
could use a pizza
Whoa.
cutter.
Yeah.
But this is the
come on.
Chicago style, right?
me
so
in,
you got to
let me
go.
in.
All right.
You put
This is the
strength
Chicago
into that
style.
thing.
So I saw you kind of go like,
Yep, exactly.
Wow,
So you're making these little
Matheson,
squares.
easy.
I love
Dangerous.
this thing. Am I done?
No, you can do one more round. Here. Do one more on the bottom. Yeah.
Okay,
you want
right
to
here.
I like
Keep
getting
your
a little
fingers
corner
away.
piece. Sometimes you get a little crusty handle.
We should be
but I
wearing
like-
our safety
but you
goggles
could-
for that, Ken.
But you could get the middle piece. Oh yeah, here. Do you want to just serve them?
Okay, yeah, here we go.
please.
Come on, put them over there.
The answer is yes.
I guess we're picking up.
But we do tours every weekend. Saturdays and
Thank
Sundays we have
you.
tours. I do a bus tour that I lead on Saturdays.
crust.
We do walking tours when we get into May because Chicago's a little chilly in the spring. So I'll take one too. Yeah.
Help yourself,
Now
help yourself.
we could do even more jardiniere on this if you wanted to.
So good.
You're amazing.
Me and my wife.
I made this.
We started this tour company about a year ago. This is delicious,
That's
isn't it?
awesome.
Oh my God, this is great.
This is great.
It's incredible.
Good job, Cameron.
How good is jardiniere? Is great, isn't it?
Amazing. I would have never thought jardiniere. I love
You know
it.
what? I love that little bite from the jardiniere. That is so great.
A little spicy, and you get the richness
Yes.
from the cheese and the sausage. It's a great combo.
Oh, you're going to love this,
It
everybody.
is so good, you guys. You can find the full recipe on hallmarkchannel.com, and for more on Steve's pizza tours, you can visit pizzacityusa.com.